Hello guys, I'm Spicy Bill, and today I'll be detailing up my Hydro Universal Century Zeong that I previously reviewed back in January 2018. So obviously you can see this kit is about 18 years old in 2019. So yeah, this kit came out in 2001. So it's super lacking of surface detail. So I think putting on some water slide decal this kit will greatly benefit from water slide decals. So as you can see here, I'm gonna start with the headpiece right here. I'm probably gonna panelize some of the extra some areas to bring out some more detailing on this kit. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna use some Mr. Mark Setter right here, and then once I put on all the decals, I'm gonna use I'm gonna take this thing outside. I live in the apartment building, so I'm gonna have to take this like onto the sidewalk and spray some what's that, top coat on it. Yeah, surprisingly, I have been talking. Well, someone on eBay who's part of like a hot toy Facebook group have told me basically if I collect hot toys, I don't want to be doing any kind of painting indoors because the paint particle can latch onto the clothing on the hot toys figures and essentially making those figures worthless. And that was very disturbing for me to learn about. But the thing is, I really don't have a lot of hot toys, so I'm not super concerned. And plus, I donated my airbrush setup to my local hobby shop in 2018, so I haven't been doing any kind of airbrushing since before I even got back before I even got into hot toys. So it's really like I mean, I appreciate the information, but it really doesn't concern me that much. Yeah, but whatever, any type of suggestion that people give me, I appreciate it because it's actually very helpful to know that. I did not know how small paint particles are, and how they have the potential to ruin figures or toys that have fabric clothing, stuff like that. So that's definitely something that's very interesting for me to learn about. Let's see, I might have to move this one a little bit to the right. So as you can see, when this thing is not completely set, you still have the opportunity to move the decal. There we go. I think that looks pretty even. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. It looks pretty straight actually, so that's pretty nice. I like that. Okay. And I think we're done here with the headpiece. I don't know if I want to put another one. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put some warning stuff on the side, just to make it more interesting. I'll put these in the water. Yeah, so that was actually very interesting to learn that I have the potential ruining clothes figures, and those guys are like really hardcore on Facebook. So if they caught you doing that kind of stuff, like supposedly there's like a list of people who smokes or something like that, and they let people know on Facebook that these guys are smokers and they collect hot toys because basically the smoke particles are also kind of like paint particles. They latch onto fabric figures and stuff like that, and the smell never comes out. So that is also very disturbing to know. Well, my wife and I, we don't cook, and we don't cook and we don't smoke. So yeah. Well, sometimes we cook, but we use the kitchen at my parents' place, not at my small apartment. We're going to just like uh, freaking what's that? Um, Probably like set off the smoke alarm or something. Ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, that was actually a very interesting learning experience. People were very adamant about it. Like, please don't do that. I'm like, yeah, but I don't paint. I mean, I the only thing I do is I hand paint stuff. I don't use like spray cans and I don't use airbrush because I donated my airbrush. That's also something to learn, if you're trying to collect high-end collectibles and stuff like that. Surprisingly, though, I never hear anything from from the statue community. Apparently, for them, it's really statues isn't really affected by that kind of stuff. Although maybe if the statue has like fabric or something, it has like fabric parts or something like that. Yeah. But it's mostly just I think it's specific to the Hot Toys community. That's it. Nobody else have told me anything about stuff like this. So I'm like, at first I thought they were trolling me, but yeah, after doing some research and talking to some experts, they said, yeah, you don't want to be doing that if you have like figures that have like fabric clothing. You basically ruin them. And apparently, those guys are so serious about their collection, they will blacklist people. They will make a list of people who like kind of who smokes and stuff like that, and just like tell people not to buy secondhand figures from those guys. And that would be a nightmare because essentially I'll just end up with stuff that nobody want to buy. That is freaking terrible, actually. What the hell? Okay, anyway. Yeah, so any of you guys, if you guys collect high-end collectibles, make sure you don't do that. Otherwise, or at least don't post anything on social media so people don't know. You can get away with it if nobody knows what you're doing. Yeah, but seriously, I was like, wow, you guys are seriously like overreacting. But anyway. I mean, I do care about high-end collectibles, but I don't care about them that much. Obviously, the focus of my collection is always has been Gunpla. So, whatever, guys, whatever. And actually, I don't even display my high-end collectibles anyway. Everything in my D-top is currently just Gunpla. So, yeah, I am not concerned at all. So. Okay, let's go ahead and put this caution decal right here. You want to make sure you push everything down so you don't have any air bubbles. Yeah, and you can move it around just a little bit to make sure it's centered and set properly. I think that looks really nice. Okay. So we got the head done. Let's see. I'm gonna put these danger thing on the vents right here on the side. So drop that in. And let's see. I'm gonna put one right here that says armament right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do do this part first. So this one's gonna go right here. Yeah, you can still see it. I thought, you know, like putting this color right here, it's gonna kind of make it less visible, but so far so good. It looks fine. Yeah. I might have to center that a little bit. Get it to center a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's actually fine. Let's go ahead and just do it like that. Slightly off-centered. The rest of the decals are actually just stickers, and I got those from like one of the campaign thing. I don't know what they're called, but they were given to me by my local hobby shop as a promotion. So there we go. That looks pretty nice. Okay, let's go ahead and do the flip this around real quick. The armament. Gonna do it right here. Just one right on that side of the forearm. There we go. Like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, next let's go ahead and do this one. I gotta make sure use that as a reference so everything is like nice and centered. I think one of my friends told me these kind of setters are very easy to make. It's basically just water and glue. So if you don't want to spend like a lot of money on this kind of solution, you can just mix some water and some glue, and there you go. It's just diluted water and glue. Let's see if that's, they look proper. I gotta lower it a little bit. Let's go ahead and lower this thing a little bit. That looks, yeah, that looks perfect. Okay, so there we go. And let's go ahead and do the front part. I'm thinking I want to put this right here. It looks kind of weird, but whatever. I don't know. Should I? Yeah, what the heck. Let's do that. Okay, and then the danger. I think I'm gonna put these like right here. Yeah, that would work. And I think I'm gonna panel line this thing real quick. Those larger ones are a little bit more difficult, so you gotta be a little bit more patient. Yeah, these parts could definitely benefit from panel line. And why is there this? There's some shaving of plastic right here. Oh, I need to go fix that. What the heck? I did not realize that thing was there when I built it. You know, I think these pistons could benefit from some paint. I don't know if this is exactly how it looks like on the box. Well, I'll definitely take a look at that. These parts can also benefit from panel line. These parts are completely exposed when you're using the bendy wires gimmick. So, yeah. could definitely benefit from panel lining. There we go. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and set that aside. Let's go ahead and put on the decals on this sucker right here. Bring this up. The big ones, you just got to be a little bit careful. What you want to do is you actually want to place the decals right next to the part that you want to place it on. So, and also when you're working with this solution, sometimes you will get like, you know, kind of the glue will go onto the bottom, you know, it will kind of separate the mixture. So you got to mix it up a little bit, just make sure everything is, you know, properly mixed. Otherwise, you're just applying water on your water slide decal. This thing is supposed to help, you know, attach the, get the decal properly set onto the part. So there we go. Let's go ahead and set that right there. So I'm going to try and center it as much of it as I can. I don't know, it kind of looks weird. What do you guys think? Is this weird? Maybe I should not put it here. Maybe I should put it, yeah. You know what, let's go ahead and get this thing. There's also one piece out, there we go. Let's place that right here. Like that. I think it will look better here. All right. So you can put the setter on top or on the bottom. It's up to you. It works both ways. Just gonna make sure, you know, it's set properly. Get all the water, air bubble out of there. There's actually many ways you can do with these water slide decals. So basically my way is just one way of doing it. Other people have their own style of doing it. There's really no, you know, it's not a set discipline. So do whatever works best for you. I see a lot of water. A lot of air bubbles, so I'm going to try to push some of that out. There we go. I think that looks good. Yeah, trying to putting this on front is a little bit dumb. I think I need to. I might need to get some of those panels and then glue them on here to add more detail, like actual physical surface detail instead of like just some markings or something like that. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and get this piece here. So I'm gonna put on bottom and just slide this up like that. There we go. Make sure they're in the right spot. Okay, this one needs to be a little bit more to the left, like that. Yeah, this basically you just have to eyeball it and make sure it's right. I really wish they would come out with the revive version of the Zeong. That I will definitely buy immediately. But I don't think the Zeong's really that popular to get a revive. There's a Robot Damashi anime version of the Zeong, and that's actually really nice. It's a little bit smaller. I seen it in person, but yeah, I think I still don't want to buy any Robot Damashi. I've been talking to one of my friends in Japan about, I told him like Americans don't like the Gunpla model kits, they rather have the action figures, and they don't really understand why. I was like, well, most of these guys are, action figure collectors, because action figures is the thing that's very popular in America, and yeah, they just don't like to build model kits, so that's why Robot Damashi, it's like Robot Damashi would be better, but Robot Damashi is a little bit too expensive. So they're going to, I think Universal Unit's going to be very popular because it's the right price and nobody had to build anything. Yeah. It's like, but how can you be into Gunpla into Gundam if you don't want to build anything? I'm like, well, that's just how it is, man. I think if Hasbro makes all their Marvel Legends stuff, action figures into model kits, I don't think anybody's going to be buying it. Yeah. They were saying that Bandai was thinking about doing Action Heroes superhero model kits. But apparently, when they say superheroes, they don't mean American superheroes. They're talking about like Japanese superheroes like Kamen Rider and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I gave you guys bad information. They're doing a La Figure Standard, but it's based on Japanese superheroes like Kamen Rider, and yeah, that's their Kamen Rider and Ultraman is like the Asian MCU. It's huge, actually. Yeah. And for the most part, I think it's getting popular in North America because it doesn't have all that weird social political stuff in it. Because it's Japanese, man. It's like a well, most of Asian society is kind of like male dominated or something like that. So there's like no female empowerment, none of that nonsense. So I guess that's why it's getting more popular in the West, due to the fact that, it's all about male superheroes who dress like, I don't know what they are. I never actually watched any of the Kamen Rider series or anything like that. I watched Ultraman when I was a kid, but I don't really understand it at all. I know he transformed into like some kind of a superhero guy who was like 12 story tall or something like that. Like, it kind of doesn't make any sense. So I'm really not a big. I really don't know anything about it. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm not trying to offend like fans of Ultraman and Kamen Rider. I just don't know anything about it. I know it's cool. I know they're superheroes, and I guess in Asia they're like superior to the the Marvel Universe superheroes or DC Universe. It's really that big. It's bigger than like for those of you who doesn't know, it's like Kamen Riders and Ultraman is bigger than like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and most of the stuff, at least in Asia, yeah. And like the Figure Standard kits, they're actually really good. The Ultraman is amazing. Like, I think there's like 2 of them and they're really good. The Kamen Rider one, I don't know. I haven't seen any in person, but people have been telling me that I should get into it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not into superhero. It doesn't matter if it's like American or if it's Japanese. I'd rather just have giant robots. That's all I want, just giant robots. Okay, let's get this one right here into the right place. Dang, that looks really nice, doesn't it? That looks pretty sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and move this. I think this one needs to be positioned a little higher. Or maybe this one positioned a little bit lower. I think I'll move this one lower. Oops. And that's looking really good. Let's go. There we go. That's looking nice. All right, let me do some quick cleanup here. Yeah, and it takes forever just to get these stuff onto the where is that? Right here. Takes forever just to get these decals on here. There we go. All right. So we got the arms. You know, I might actually try to get this kit painted by one of my friends. I think these arms could look a little better if it's like properly painted. Stuff like that. So I put this thing together. Notice there's like a notch right here that could benefit from panel lining. Like that. Right there. That's looking pretty good. So there's another notch right here. I can. And these shoulder armors too. I think they can benefit from panel lining. Like this part right here. You can see there's a line right here. Kind of totally messed that up right there, but I can just clean that up. Right here. Yeah. That gives it a little bit more detail, sort of. I really hate the sound that the plastic makes when it's like screeching. By the way, the stand that this kit come with, this thing is terrible. I recommend like just getting an actual action base and put it on here. Which I think that's what I should have done. I really need to get another action base. Probably tray for it or something. Tray something for it. But I'm really not a big fan of the older action base anymore. After they introduced like the new style action base, action base 5? Yeah, those are the preferred action bases from now on. Okay, I think this is looking pretty okay. I mean, I think the front chest section could still benefit from more detailing. So far, not terrible. Not terribly bad. Maybe some more stuff, like right here. But yeah, okay, that's not bad. All right, and that's pretty much it for the Zeong. I think I'll do a re-review on this with the Neo Zeong. I just want to show you guys this thing real quick, and that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.